Anyway, King Dingbat here, and what a great move. What a great move the Philadelphia Eagles made today, picking up Kerryon Johnson off of waivers from the Detroit Lions. I think this is a very, very good pickup, a very sneaky good pickup. And not only that, but you have him, Miles Sanders, Jordan Howard, Professor Kenneth Gainwell. You got some guys, and I think that really Kerryon Johnson's going to compete with Jordan Howard because he's a little bit physical. He can move. He's got some speed. Great pass blocker, and I really like this a lot. How's everybody doing out there? What's going on with you guys today? Let me make sure I'm on the right damn network. There you go. What's up, Maryland Eagle? What's up, Wolf Coast? Big Play Slay. You guys are on the house. Eagles Ave, what's happening? Michael, what's going on? Carlos, Sean, what is happening? Holyfield, great question. What about Elijah Holyfield? I mean, they never gave him a shot, so I don't know. And I'm streaming myself today, at least right now. I told Joey Shakes if he wants to come pop in for a little bit, feel free. I don't even know why I have the headphones on. I don't need them. But I have them on nonetheless. I guess I'll keep them on for the microphone. I had this whole thing set up. Me and Lord Brunson, we were supposed to stream today. He had something come up. He canceled. So I usually like streaming by myself on my phone. But since it was already set up, I figured, what the hell? What you going to do? You know? What's up, Bleed Green from Texas? Freshie, what's up, Mario? What's going on? Citizen of the Knot, what's up? He says, I'm out in the desert burning up, working on my truck, listening to the stream, keep me sane 500. I may not keep you sane. I don't keep very many people sane, but I'm glad you're here. This pickup was awesome. This Kerryon Johnson pickup, I love this pickup off of waivers. Nick Sirianni, great pickup. And it's going to be interesting. My channel member video today was on Kenneth Gainwell, and this was before the pickup. I haven't released it yet. But I love it, man. I love it. Chris Hero says, listening at work, shout out. Well, shout out to you, man. Tomorrow I'm bringing on Mr. Mark Holmes. He's coming on tomorrow. Benny, what's popping with you, man? You want Carson to kick ass? Well, he probably will. He's an Eagle now. Yeah, Kyler. Kerryon Johnson is an Eagle right now. And I think that he's going to compete with Jordan Howard. Here's how I see it, right? I think Kenneth Gainwell and Boston Scott are going to compete. I think Kerryon Johnson and Jordan Howard are going to compete for those roles. Where does that leave like Elijah Holyfield, Huntley, all those guys? I have no idea. Yo, boy Mason, what's happening with you? What's that? Shane says, we don't need 5 running backs. You're not going to keep 5 running backs. Somebody's going to get cut. Jordan Howard could get cut. Boston Scott could get cut. I think you keep maybe 3 to 4 running backs, you know? Joseph Vega, I see you. Philly 500, I sent you something onto your phone. You got to watch about the Eagles. All right, I'll try to check it out. I didn't see what it was. Philly, I don't think Boston Scott is going to make the team. I agree, RJ. I agree with you, man. We got 247 people here already. Please please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And Philly 500 is on TikTok. What the hell is TikTok? I don't know. Link in the description if you want to join. But yeah, it's interesting. Kerryon Johnson. I love it. We need a cornerback. I know we need a cornerback. And I gave my thoughts on Stephon Gilmore today. I pissed a lot of people off. But that's just too bad. It's just too bad. You know? Why'd I shave the beard? Because I wasn't getting enough matrimonial duties. It was interfering with what I had to do. So I said I had to hell with it. Problem is, I just got a little over-aggressive. Took off too much. You know what I mean? Daniel Penfield, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Lamont says, I agree. I love Scott, but he's the odd man out. Well, I mean, I think, doesn't Gainwell do pretty much what Boston Scott does? Isn't he that guy? You know, and then now you have Kerryon Johnson, you have Howard. Yeah, I think he is too, man. I think he is. Miles, Kerryon, and Gainwell. I think those are going to be your top 3 running backs. I really do. I mean, it'll be interesting, you know. What is the ideal running back? That's a great question, Bleeding Green from Texas. I would say this. I mean, I think Jordan Howard and Kerryon have to battle out. You have to see who wins. But I say Miles Sanders 1. Your 2 would be Kerryon or Jordan Howard, whoever wins that battle. And then whoever wins the battle between Boston Scott and Gainwell. I would assume Gainwell. So I would guess something like Sanders, Kerryon, and then what's his face? Gainwell. Maybe they keep both those guys. Don't it is possible. I'm streaming on StreamYard here, so it's hard to see. I don't particularly like StreamYard, but I was already set up for the stream today with Brunson, so I figured out what the hell. 500, you guys missed out on JOK. Me and Mark Holmes were having a ball. You guys were sharing a ball? Sounds like you need to pause. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. You and Mark Holmes. Damn, I don't want to lose Huntley and Killins. I mean, I see Killins going to something like your practice squad, I see him like on your practice squad. I see Huntley possibly, he could be a guy that you're going to lose. No question about it, You're damn right, G-Code, my man. Shout out to G-Code. Oh, Michael, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys too. Thank you. The feeling's mutual. Philly fans said, bro, Hurts changed his number. Slay changed his number. Sanders might change his number, and Ward might change his number. What is the problem with the numbers? Well, they changed the rules of what kind of numbers you can have. So a lot of these guys want, their college numbers. Every time I try to link, something always falls through. What do you mean? Johnny Blaze, what's happening, man? Where LB, he said he was hopping on. He said he was supposed to come on. He had something come up. He canceled. So we'll have to do it like next week. The only reason I'm not streaming just from my phone is because I was already set up to go. You know what I mean? I told Joey Shakes, too, if he feels like stopping in, he can. Harry, thank you for the super chat, man. He says, if the O-line stays healthy, we're winning the NFC East. I agree. I do. I agree. Well, I mean, our defense is a concern, but if our linebackers get a little better, right, maybe you get something out of Derek Barnett. I think I will say this. The Eagles are going to compete for the division. They are going to be in this. They're not going to be horrible as people make us out to seem. Harry, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate that. Jason says, Philip Fiber, you're the best. 100. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Tyrone says, fly, Eagles, fly. Absolutely. Over 300 people here. Please like, please subscribe. Appreciate you guys being here. What is this people saying? Call in? You guys want a call-in show, huh? Put a 1 in there if you want a call-in show. Put 2 if you want me just to continue to yap. What's up, Joe Gotlocks? How are you? What's up, AK Eagles? How you? How you doing? 1. I know Joseph Vega. Joseph Vega, you can only put it once. Damn, a lot of call-in shows. All right. A lot of ones. If we make it to Super Bowl, what would you do for it? That's a great question. What would I do for it? I don't know. Think about that. The line is that we're only going to win 6 and lose 11, and all top bets are telling we're going to win less. We're going to be the bottom of our division. Yeah, I think it's a good bet. I think the Eagles are a good bet because we have the fourth best record, right? We have the fourth place schedule. I'm trying to say, and this is not a great division. You know what I mean? Call-in show. Well, here's the call-in show. If I do a call-in show, I'm only putting you on if I know who you are, because I can't take any chances after what happened before. I wouldn't mind G-Code. I wouldn't mind Conley at corner at all. No question about it. Kara, what's up? How are you? What's going on? Let me see here. All right, let's do this. Let me get the link and put it in. Let me get the link. I'll put it in the description. And if you guys want to call in, I'll let some of you guys call in. Says people seem to be voting for that. Oh, Mike Nixon, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, hey, Philly, congrats on the move, brother. I know we haven't talked in a while, but I think about you all the time. Hope you and your family are doing well. I'm fully vaccinated. Mike, I'm glad that you are, man. I hope you're feeling good. We are doing great. Thank you so much, man. And it's good to see you, man. I'm always looking out for you, Mike. Always looking out for you. No doubt about it. But thank you, buddy. All right, so let's do this. Let's copy this link. Look at me. I act like I know what I'm doing on a computer. How pathetic am I? I'll tell you what. All right, let me go here and add. I'm gonna add the link in the description to call in. And if I see your face and you're there, I'll let you guys call in. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna spend 4 hours going through everybody, because this thing always makes me a little nervous doing these, only because of what happened at one time. I hate messing around with it, but people wanted it. We give people what they want. So let's go here. All right. Link is in the description. You guys want to call in? You're more than welcome to. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm going to do everybody's. I may not. I may. It just depends. If I don't recognize you, I'm probably not going to do it. If I can't see your face, I'm not going to do it. Spike, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. One cornerback away from competing for the NFC East. Spike, I appreciate that, man. Is there anybody that you would go after? That's what I want to know. Is there anybody that you specifically would like to get at corner? And thank you for the super chat. Big Play Slayer, I got to see your face. Kerryon is more broken than Brand. We'll see. We'll see, right? He's got to play. I mean, it's not like he's our number one back. He's not, So, what are you going to do? Greedy Williams. I like Gary and Conley. I like the idea of Gary and Conley. No question about it. What happened with the call? Oh, man, somebody put some stuff up, man. I couldn't, I couldn't deal with it, dude. I couldn't deal with it. And so, it was, it was like some porno stuff, man. And so I had to take it down, and I have to be careful with that crap, It get me in trouble. Smitty to Philly, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. He says, Stephon Gilmore for Zach Ertz and a pick. People didn't like that I said that. And they wanted to tell me, well, the Eagles have 2 tight ends. The Patriots signed 2 tight ends. And I'm like, yeah, they did. But neither of them is as good as Zach Ertz, in my opinion. And you always try to upgrade, especially if you're a team going all in. And yes, it costs money to do that and you lose money. But I just watched the Eagles spend $34 million on dead money. So nobody can tell me that teams won't do it. You know what I mean? Nobody will tell me that. All right, we got some people in here. Damn, we got a lot of people. I just looked. All right, so let's bring the first one up. System of the Knot. What's up, my man?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I don't know if you could tell. I'm perspirating my ass off right now.
You're out there in Arizona, right?
That's right, man. That's right.
I got all that stuff you sent me, and I'm gonna put all that stuff, in a background, because I'm not a fan of the green screen like all the time. Once in a while, it's okay. So all that stuff's gonna be coming in handy.
I like what you said about using it for streams.
Yeah. Like StreamYard. When I use StreamYard, it's okay. I just, I just like the more natural look. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad you love all that stuff, man. Every time I'm feeling down, I watch that video. It makes me feel good.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. It was really nice of you, man. Seriously. Gary Blake, man, thank you so much for super chat. He says, I appreciate you, 500. Slay and Gilmore together would be nice. It would be awesome. So what do you think, man? What do you think of the Kerryon Johnson signing? What do you think about I don't know, everything going on with the Birds right now?
Kerryon Johnson, I think our running back room is getting just as crowded as our receiver room. It's going to be
right.
I think we're going to see guys not make the team that we like, but the people that do make it is still going to be a core group because they're all so talented.
Yeah.
Gilmore thing, I'm thinking maybe Ertz, Tolson, Clement, and get Gilmore and maybe like a light 5th, something like that. I'd like Gilmore. Him and Slade could teach up that Zach McPherson kid.
Yeah.
I'm all for it, man. All about getting better, all about training. Like you said, they're both, in their 30s, they're tail end, got 1 or 2 years. It's an even deal, good for everybody. But
absolutely.
New England picked up Hunter Henry and who else? They got quite a couple tight ends over there.
They got the kids. Jonu Smith or whatever his name is.
Smith, yeah.
But I mean, look, they're good. There's no question. But a team like my point was that if you're going to trade Zach, if you're going to just release him, try to get something for him. And look, if New England is going to go out and spend the money they did and try to go all in, why would they not look to upgrade the tight end position even now if they could? I know that it's going to cost them money, but look, the Eagles ate $34 million to get rid of Carson Wentz. You can't tell me teams don't do that.
No, I totally. And you hit the nail right on that. Starter, he needs to get paid, but how are we going to pay him? We don't know what he's got. He hasn't been a starter. He hasn't, you know what I mean? You said
right.
it, you know.
Yep. Absolutely. Always. Yeah, man. I appreciate you calling in, buddy.
No, of course, man. I'm still working on this truck. I want to call and say what's up, give a shout out, you know.
Oh, well, shout out to you, man. Sister Not, shout out to you, my man. Appreciate you, buddy. Love you too, buddy. I'll talk to you later.
Will do, man. See you.
All right. Bye. All right. So we got 416 people in the chat. Please please subscribe. This is a impromptu college show, I guess, at least for a little bit. Let's go to the next guy up here. Sean Fitzpatrick, my man. What is up with you? Oh, there he goes. So he hung up. He hung up on me. Can you believe this guy? He hung up on me. G-code, it should be in the description. You might have to refresh, you know. Bleeding Green from Texas, 500. Should we trade Cox now instead of waiting like Ertz? It's a good question. I'm not opposed to it after this year. I would not be opposed to it at all. Oh, did I go out? What the hell happened? Sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. Somebody just called me and just ruined everything. So I apologize for that. I hope I'm back up. Let me check. Hopefully I'm back up. I'm going to bring Sean Fitzpatrick in. Sean, you back? Sean, you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yeah, I see you and I hear you.
Hello,
How about
hello.
that? What's going on?
There you are. Okay, just checking. We're having technical difficulties.
We had technical difficulties.
What's going on?
Nothing, man. What's going on with you? What are your thoughts on what's going on? You tell me.
Oh, hey, you know, I see we signed another ex-Lion running back to continue the tradition of last year with Jason Huntley. So, you know,
right.
Let's keep it up. We're a running back factory now.
Okay. So you think it's a nothing move, kind of small move?
Well, I mean, I just wrote this to somebody in the comments on another video. I said, you know, if enough of these guys perform in preseason and camp, maybe you can trade them to another team for cornerback help.
Right.
I mean, maybe that's what they're looking to do, strengthen numbers kind of thing.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, I think you need competition for Jordan Howard. I think that's what he is. I think he's going to compete for that second running back spot. But yeah. I
mean, you know, although like I also wrote, you know, if you remember that story about Jeffrey Lurie being pissed about how they ran the ball in Green Bay a couple years ago to win that game.
Right.
If Sirianni doesn't run the ball or runs the ball, he's going to be out of a job. So
right.
We're going to pass every down. I mean, the hell with the running backs.
Yeah, well, they might do that.
Unless they can catch.
You believe all that stuff, though? Come on, man. You believe all that stuff is going on?
Yeah, yes, I believe that because that's the Andy Reid Bible that was put into play back in '99. I mean, the running game is throwing the ball on a 5-yard swing pass to the back out of the backfield.
Yeah.
They don't want to run the ball.
No,
So,
they don't want to. I hope.
I don't know. Do you believe it's been already a week since the draft?
No, I can't believe it's been a week. I mean, it's been a crazy week. That was a lot. I screamed like 4.5 hours and 5.5 hours and 6.5. It was a long weekend, but I still can't believe they took Devonta Smith. You know.
Well, I told you I had plates at the ready for the first round. I was getting ready for that dreaded Kwity Paye selection, and I was going to start chucking some China at my screen. You know, I was like going to extend my aggression to the draft analysts. I had a fork ready to be fired at Daniel Jeremiah's eyebrows if Kwity Paye was the selection. So I thought I was ready.
Paye had a chance, yeah. But when he traded up to 10, I was like, it has to be Devonta Smith because it wouldn't make any sense otherwise, you know. But you never know with the Eagles,
right?
You know, you never know. Have you talked to our man Adrian? Haven't talked to Adrian.
Adrian is hiding out in Sri Lanka, like I told you. He's on the lam. He's using an assumed name. You'll be hearing from him in about 2025.
2025. Okay.
Yeah, he's going underground with EDP. It's you know, Eagles insiders on the down low. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, we'll see. Man. That's awesome. Oh man. Well, listen. Thanks for calling in, man. I got a lot of these people to get to.
I know. I just had to chime in real quick, but
you know,
yeah, like I said, I guess next week's the big schedule release. So, like I said, I'm thinking we're opening with Washington at home in week 1.
We do every year, right? I want the Giants. I want the Giants in the Meadowlands. That's what I want.
But don't the Giants, I know last year was an exception, but don't they usually match the Giants and the Cowboys up week 1? It's like a religion every year.
Every year.
You know, it's the Giants and Cowboys. They didn't do it last year, but
no,
you know,
I hear you.
But I, you know, they may say, screw it. Nobody gives a shit about the Eagles anyway. So you'll open against Detroit in week 1. Right. You'll be the Fox number 7 game of the day at 1:00.
Well, we're going to find out. It's going to be interesting. No question about it.
Yes, it will.
All right, my man.
All right, my man. You have a good show. Stay out of trouble.
Buddy. I'm trying.
All right.
See ya. Bye. All right, DC for life, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. He says, Kerryon Johnson is injury prone. Well, I mean, he's had a few injuries, but it's not like he's our number 1 running back. I mean, come on now. All right, let's go to the next one up here. Bryce, my man. What's up with you? What's up, Bryce?
Oh. Yo.
What's happening?
You caught me off guard. Sorry.
Sorry, man. I come quick. Quick.
Well, listen, so I'm very interested to see what's going to happen. This team should be interesting.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know. I just don't know how it's going to go because I think the offense can be good, but the defense I think could be really bad because. I just like looking at the draft. There's some picks I like, and there's some picks I'm like, what are we doing? Like, JOK was right there. Samuel Jr. was right there. Like, some of those picks are crazy. And what's wild is next year's draft is even better than this year's. It's a lot better. They've already said it.
I know that they got some defensive guys that are really good coming out of this draft.
Yeah. You know? So we got to hit that. And I get the plan of let's take some reaches because next year we got all this money. Then we have like 20 picks or whatever, and we'll just do it that way. But then I think Hurts is fine. I watched him since Alabama and all that. Hurts is fine. But if Hurts isn't the guy, then your plans have to change because now you're going to have to either jump up to get a quarterback, or you go get Aaron Rodgers.
Right. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers will cost them, though. I mean, it would be a lot, for a 36, 37 year old.
I think it'll cost you your 3 first-round picks, because Wentz going to throw 40 touchdowns this year, so he's going to get that pick. We're going to get that pick.
If he throws 40 touchdowns, you know how that's good. That's going to drive me up a wall. Like, that's going to really drive me up a wall.
You know that's going to happen. So
I know it is.
We can package our 3 first-round picks, and then we have all this money too. So we're going to have the money to pay Rodgers. So we take our 3 first-round picks, maybe a player for Rodgers, and that should do it.
I like
That's
it.
what I would do.
I like it.
Yeah. But one last thing too. We have to let all these young guys play.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Like we can't be bullshitting around. Let these players play.
Right.
Let all of them play.
Yeah.
Even Umbrella Man. Let him play.
He won't play very good, but he'll play.
Yeah, this is a new coaching staff.
Right.
I want to at least see what they can do.
Yeah.
Let them all play. I don't want no BS because I'm gonna chuck my TV this year. Let these young players play. Just let them play.
I hear you.
Please.
Yeah.
Love a guy.
I'm with you. Yeah, I agree, man. Thank you for calling, Bryce. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, buddy. All right, my man G-Code is up. What's up, G-Code? What's happening, man?
What's going on, 500? Can you hear me?
I hear you. We got a lot of people. I got it's telling me I'm maxed out in the back room. So if you're in the back room, hang in there. I'm trying to get through these in the order that I can see them come in. But what's up, man?
That's what's up, man. You got a lot of love, man. That's what's up. A lot of support.
I know. Man. What's going on?
I start by saying 500. I've been an Eagles fan some time, man. Devontae Smith, boy, he's so special, man.
He is. I'm telling you.
500. I know I get on you all the time, but pause, man. I cried like a baby when we
I did too. I was gonna cry,
bro. My whole tender being a fan, we never drafted even nowhere near the type of receiver that Devontae Smith is and is even going to be. He's going to be better, but man, Howie scares me, man. You see what Howie does when there's no Joe Douglas around to tell him like this dude. He's talking about they didn't have a high evaluation on cornerbacks. Like, what are you talking about? It's a whole draft full of cornerbacks, and this dude just act like we didn't need it.
I swear, man, I almost think, and this is just the pessimistic side of me, but I almost wonder if they're like on purpose not going to get a corner so that they can kind of like tank in their own way.
It's
you know
weird,
what I mean?
man. Yeah, it's weird. It's something going on there. It's weird. And to be honest, 500, you know, I try to keep it honest with you.
Yeah.
I wasn't really as high on Asante Samuel. I'm like a couple other fans. I thought we was going after him because the father was here.
Right.
But I will admit, those 2 Georgia cornerbacks that I wanted, Stokes and Campbell, I wanted them so bad. And you see how high they went. They were studs. They were stud corners, and we act like we didn't even see them there. Yeah. But what is going on with all these running backs, man? Like, what is going like?
I'm assuming. Here's what I think. I think that they're not sold. This is my. I don't think they're sold on Jordan Howard as a number 2, and I don't think they're sold on Boston Scott. And now you brought competition for Howard. And they brought in competition for Scott with Gainwell. So that's what I think. That's why I think they did it. You know, I mean, I like this pickup. I like Kerryon Johnson. I know he gets hurt, but man, I think he's got a little pop to him, and you know, he's physical, great pass blocker too.
And one more thing, Bob, because I don't want to hold you up, because I know you got a lot of people waiting, and I don't want to be the Debbie Downer, negative Nancy,
right.
You know what I mean? I like the LSU kid. I think he's going to be a gem. I think he's a stud.
Right.
And he had wore number 3 first, and then he wore number 7 at LSU. If you know anything about LSU, whoever wears number 7, it's a whole deep thing to that.
Yeah, right.
If that kid Grimes pans out 500, that kid Trevor Grimes, he got all the makings of a stud.
Yeah.
Now, They said he's a and look at it. They say he's a talker, and then you got Smitty. He don't talk too much. It goes perfect. I would love it. I would love it. So
I think he's going to make. I think he's going to make the team. I think
other than cornerbacks, I don't know what's going on with the cornerbacks, but to keep it real, I'm not too mad. Is this the whole? I don't know what Howie vision. With the vision, I don't know what he's seeing with the whole cornerback thing. That's alarming.
It's Howie vision, baby. We live in it.
Yeah, man. Conley 500. Conley.
There you go, man.
If Gannon is what they say he is, why wouldn't you want a raw piece of clay like Gannon so you can mold and become a stud? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand.
If he's what we think he is and what they say he is, why wouldn't you want to do like Conley?
Right. I think Conley would be a great guy to bring in right now.
Yeah, and if he's the molder, if he's the molder and the teacher that they say he is, it's like it's a head scratcher. Well, 500, support, love, and health, man. And pause, bro.
Thank you.
Yo, hey, 500. The dude was like, yo, we should trade. They should be trading Cox. Yo, I damn near dropped the phone, bro. I couldn't take it. 500, stay up, bro.
All right, my man. Take care. Peace. Bye. That's my man, G-Code. G-Code's awesome. G-Code is awesome. Hey, Suze, man. Thank you for the super chat. He says, Philly, I just joined the stream. What happened? Could you please summarize real quick? Well, what happened was the Eagles signed or picked up Kerryon Johnson, the running back from the Detroit Lions, off of waivers. So we came on, we do a live stream. People wanted to call in. So that's where we're kind of at right now. So thank you, though, for the super chat. We got 498 people here. Please please subscribe if you're new to the channel. And we're going to go right through this. Who's up next? Mike Nixon. What's up, buddy?
Billy?
What's going on with you? Giant fan, right? Giant fan in the house.
Yep.
We stole Devontae Smith. We stole him from you.
I know.
It was a beautiful thing.
I was ready to cry. But you want to know something? Kadarius Toney fits our offense better.
You think so?
I think.
You hope.
I hope.
You hope.
But I couldn't believe we got Azeez Ojulari in the second round.
That was surprising.
Was a steal. That was a steal.
Agree. Yeah, that was a good pick.
And now I was hearing that dude that was mad at Howie, he wanted Alo McNeil, a defensive tackle.
Right. Yeah, he did. Apparently he's really good too.
And yeah, he is. But you have so many defensive tackles though.
Right. Well, that's the Eagles' bread and butter. I mean, they always stack their defensive line. That's always how they kind of run their defense, So it's not surprising. I will say you guys didn't pick up one offensive lineman in the draft, though. That was a little surprising.
I know. Well, Gettleman said that he was looking in the second, and you took the person that we were looking at, Dickerson. And then in the third round, we were looking at Banks from Notre Dame, I believe it was.
Right.
And he got taken.
Right. Yeah.
And so Gettleman's thought process, he just didn't want to force the pick.
Right.
I hear you. Which I can understand.
Yeah.
But you know what? If Judge and Gettleman have faith in our line, so do I.
All right. Well, we're going to find out. I hope we get you guys week 1.
I hope that too. I hope it too, Philly.
Because we're
gonna pound you to the ground.
I don't think so. I think you guys will lose to us as usual, my man. But listen, thanks for calling, my man. I got a lot of people to get to, so
no problem, Philly.
All right, buddy.
I love you,
care.
brother.
Love you too, buddy. Thank you.
You're up.
All right, bye. Nathan, what's up, my man?
Hey, what's going on, Philly?
I like your shirt. That's a throwback.
I like your shirt, buddy.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
How do you feel about Kerryon Johnson coming to the Philly?
I love it. I mean, I think it's a great pickup because I always like Kerryon Johnson. I know he's gotten hurt before, but he's really good in pass protection. He's got some speed to him, and he can be a physical runner. So I think you're going to see him compete with Jordan Howard for that number 2 running back spot. Yeah, that's what I think you're going to see, and I think he could beat him out.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think the odd man out here, believe it or not, is Boston Scott.
Yeah.
Because if Gainwell beats him out, he will be the one that doesn't make the roster this year.
I agree.
I think these new coaches like bigger sized running backs, between Nyheim Hines, Marlon Mack, and what they got going on over there with Jonathan Taylor too last year.
Right.
I just don't see him beating out bigger guys, especially with Gainwell coming with, more versatility, being able to run routes and whatnot. So,
yeah, no, I totally agree with you. What did you think of the draft overall?
Obviously at first glance, you love it. You love the move they make in the first round, and then, to go up and try to find a couple years ahead replacement for Kelsey, with a guy that can play all 5 positions on the line. As long as his health is intact, I think he's going to be a really, really big steal.
Yeah.
But something I've been realizing as, we're a week, past post-draft now, is that some people don't realize is that our biggest problem post-draft is actually developing these players.
That has been that was a huge problem with Doug Peterson. I think that's why he lost his job,
No, that's what I think too. And that's what, makes me, the most nervous is, because with these guys, with new positions and higher positions in a different organization, we still have to see them put in that on paper.
Right.
I think, I give them a solid B grade. I think this is I wanted them to go up and get a number 1 receiver because we just never had one.
Right.
And especially last year when they were avoiding the run game as much as they were.
Right.
And trying to throw as much as they were. it didn't make sense to let D-Hop, just go to Arizona without even trying to get him.
Right.
So it's really interesting to see. I think Umbrella Man's going to be gone by August 1st.
He better be.
I think he'll be gone by August 1st. So,
right.
Hopefully, we'll get some, some trade capital for Ertz.
Absolutely.
And if they make the move for Gilmore, I'll be very surprised.
Yeah.
I think they should, just because I don't think Zach McPherson is going to come in right away and be that much of a difference.
Yeah. My thoughts on that is that if I don't have to give up draft picks or anything young to get Gilmore, I'll do it. That was my argument with why I would try to trade Ertz to him. Although people would say, "Oh, they got 2 tight ends." I don't care that they have 2 tight ends. Yeah. I don't think any of them are better than Ertz. So, but I mean, I wouldn't mind under the right condition. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a big thing too. A lot of people are saying with Gilmore, age. Well, you got to realize Darius Slay's over 30 now too.
You're right.
So, he's not even your go-to in the next 4 or 5 years. He might not even be here after this year. You never know.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you, my man.
I think that's exactly why so many people were so mad we went wide receiver in the first round, but that goes to show how many big holes there are on this team.
There are a lot, a lot of holes, and the way you had to approach, especially that first round, was just get the best player on the board. I think that's what they did. I think that's exactly what they did. I thought it was the right move.
And
you know what I mean?
I definitely think that a wide receiver to look out for is that kid Trayvon Grimes this year.
Yes.
He says he wants to be the next Mike Evans. So,
absolutely.
As an undrafted free agent, and somebody that likes to talk, that's a lot of talk before you even hit the field. So,
I agree. Totally agree with you, my man.
I hope he doesn't fall into the Kayvon Wallace trap.
Well, we got to give him time too. 1 year, we'll see what happens with Kayvon Wallace. I have some confidence in him though. So we'll see, my man. But listen, go ahead. What are you saying?
How do you feel about Jonathan Gannon?
I like him. I mean, everything I heard about him, I kind of want to see what his defense is about. But I like, and it's the same thing you hear with Nick Sirianni. They're all good at developing talent, developing young guys, and to me, that's the most important thing. So, we'll see. I'm just glad Schwartz is gone, though. I got to tell you, I was done with him.
Him and Nate Gary package.
Absolutely, deal. Yeah, definitely.
I know you got a lot of people behind you, Philly.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate your call.
You.
All right, man. Appreciate you too. Thanks, buddy. Bye. All right. Thank you for that call. DC for Life. Thank you for the super chat. He says you have Cowboy fan guy on Zoom call list. Hey, Cowboy fans could call in. Giant fan, anybody could call in. I don't care who calls in. Everybody's welcome to call. Kazi, man, thank you so much for the super chat. He says F the Cowboys. Couldn't agree more, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Yeah, let's see here. Let's go some of these things. Here's somebody says, lost some weight. You lost some weight, or you telling me to lose some weight? I got like 3 chins in the back of my head. I got to lose at least one of them by June. Mark says, we are getting A-Rod. Hey, look, if Washington gets Aaron Rodgers, that is a problem for the whole league. Aaron Rodgers makes Washington maybe the second best team in the conference. So I think that's true. Oh, I see Joe Vegas here. He's a couple people down. Let's go to Eagleman 225. What's up, my man?
What's up?
How are you? How you doing, man?
All right, man.
What's happening? I like the hat.
I don't know what they doing at running back, Philly, bro.
You don't like the move?
Well, I like the move, but I like all the moves. I mean, so what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, man? We're
gonna have these guys battle it out in camp, I guess. I mean, I think the Kerryon Johnson. I think that's to compete with Jordan Howard. That's what I think. I do
too. But the very thing they doing at running back, that's what they need to be doing at cornerback, man. They need to take some of that energy and put it at cornerback, man.
I agree. I agree with you. It makes me wonder, just like that old Eagle guy, old Eagle fan, like that pessimistic part of me is like, are they trying to not get another corner on purpose? Like, do they want to have a big hole so that, they get a higher draft pick down the road? I mean, they do have 3 first-round picks,
Yeah, I understand that, man, but and I know I know you have to build from the line, right? You have to build on the offensive line and the defensive line. Yep. But, other positions are important too. I mean, you can't just just the top defensive lineman, the top offensive lineman, man. You might get a defensive lineman this year. You got to get linebackers next year. You got to get in safeties the year after, man. You have to build. It has to be a balance.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. So your biggest complaint right now is that they not address the cornerback spot.
Well, yeah, that they haven't addressed the cornerback spot, and I don't think they address enough spots.
Right.
At an even rate, or just being balanced, man. They go heavy something every year, and it's too heavy.
Yeah. How did you like the draft overall?
I did well. I'll tell you what. The first day, I was right along with everybody else. I was excited. Right. The second day, I don't know what the hell Howard was thinking, man. I don't know what he was thinking, man. Everybody's saying upside. Hey, if somebody should have went upside Howie's head. That's what should have happened, man.
Yeah, we were in Howie vision, man.
Yeah.
I understand the kid's talented. I understand. I just think, man, why not come back and get him? Like, trade back up. You had JOK sitting right there, and I was like, man, instant starter on linebacker, instant. Yeah. So that was tough. Man.
I know. Yeah. Well, I don't want to do too much, but I'm working on some content of my own, man. I'm a new content creator.
You got your own channel, huh?
Yes, sir. It's Eagleman 225. Yeah.
Eagleman 225. Put the link. Put the link in the description. Everybody go sub up this man. I can't wait I'm gonna have to check it out, man. Have you put anything out yet?
Yeah, it's out. Like all I got is like 3 videos right now, but I'm dropping videos every day. I kind of talked about the draft, and I talked about Ertz. Me personally, I know you wanted to trade Ertz. I've been watching you for a long time, Phil. I know you wanted to trade Ertz a couple of years ago. But me personally, I think we should have tried to trade Goddard and keep Ertz. Okay. Ertz is a Hall of Fame tight end. Right. And Goddard hasn't been anything close to what Ertz has been his whole time in Philly. That's not a knock on Goddard, right. But that just tells you how great Ertz is. You know what I mean? Right. And I probably would have not gave him a lot of money, but I would have gave him a little money to try to stay. I would have tried to give him a little bit more money to stay and just develop another tight end. Maybe a year later or so. I don't know, but
no, I hear you. I think you had to get rid of one of them. Keeping both, I think, has hurt them, to be honest. So I get what you're saying. To me, I always tend to like to go younger with the younger guy. So, but it looks like now, you got Goddard in the last year of a contract, hasn't really started yet, and then you got Ertz, who sounds like they're still going to get rid of him. So who knows?
Yeah, it does. But I think that's more on him, man. But hey, I'm not gonna take too much of your time, man. I know you got to get through, man. Hey,
thank you, man. I appreciate you calling in. Everybody, go sub up EagleMan225. Can't wait to check out your content, my man. Take care. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Bye. All right, that was cool. EagleMan225. We'll have to check out his channel. Hey, Sue, thank you for the super chat, man. He says, hey, Philly, what do you think about our running back situation? I think that we're way too overcrowded on that position. Well, you're going to have a battle at training camp. They're going to fight it out. I mean, not everybody's going to make it. I think Ball Scott could be the odd man out. And Howard, I don't think Howard's a guarantee to make it either. It's just my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's see here. What's up, Kara? I see you're here. G-Code's here. America's joke team in quarter century. You must be talking about Dallas, right? G-Code with the emojis. All right, so let's go to the next man. All right, this guy's been waiting to get on here for like weeks. Every day I get texts and messages. When are you going to do a live call-in show? When are you going to do a live call-in show? When are you going to do a live call-in show? Joe Vega, here's your live call-in show. Here it is. Up? What's up with you?
Hey, man. What's up, man?
What's going on? Are you going to tell me we're going to win 11, 12, 13 games? Is that what you're going to tell me?
I got some bigger beef to pick with you first. Oh. Where my T-shirt you said you was going to give me 2 months ago?
Oh, shit. It's not there yet?
No. You ain't send it.
I said... No, hey. Let's see. Let me think about it.
I probably forgot.
I have a bunch of shirts that just came in. 2 of them have to go to Ireland, and there's a couple other ones. So I'll see. I had to go to the post office. My mail's been on hold for 2 weeks when I moved. So
yeah, I got something. I got something else I got to send you. I got to just get time. I've been working and stuff. I'm still at work now. But you see, look, I shaved my face like you did because you shaved yours. Look,
yeah,
I think you should leave it like that. I think you look good like that. I ain't Gary.
I hate it. Pause, man.
Nah, because look, just because we got this neck, it don't mean nothing. People like big guys.
There's like 3 chins on this neck. There's 4 chins on the back of the neck. What are you talking about?
Look, my face is big and I don't care. The girl still
my face is big. I do care.
But your wife like. Well, your wife, you married with children like Al Bundy.
I know, but I got to look at myself in the mirror.
Hey, so look, I sent you something. I sent you something to your phone, but it's real good. I ain't gonna tell you about it, but you definitely got to watch it. But it was something really intriguing in that I just wanted to share with you.
Dallas 500's here. Dallas 500 with the
logo. My God!
Look at that, Dallas 500. That is awesome. I don't know who that is, but that's a great troll job. I much respect on the troll job.
So look, back in 2011, remember when we had Vince Young, we signed Nazi Anwar, and we were supposed to be the dream team, right?
Right.
Well, apparently I forgot because I'm getting old and got all this stuff going on. But in 2011, the NFL collective bargaining agreement, they were having problems, and they were 4 months late. The free agency didn't start until July 28th. There was no OTAs, no mini camps, no voluntary stuff. Just like last year. Last year in 2011, we only won 5 games. We were horrible. And we had all them talent and all that stuff. So I was thinking, like, if I'd have just saw this a couple months ago, last year or whatever, I'd have told you that we would have sucked in 2020 because the same thing just happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we didn't have that stuff. So obviously we need that stuff as a team to be effective. And I just thought it was really interesting that. But as far as this year goes, I'm telling you, we win in 11, 12 games. I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm telling you.
Man. Look, I'm optimistic, but you got to tell me how we'll win 11 or 12 games. Like I think we can compete for the division.
This how confident I am. We're gonna win the division, but I'm sure whether it takes 10 or 11 games, you don't think we're gonna win the division?
I think you have a shot at winning the division, but I don't think you need to win 11 games to win the division. I don't think this is a good division. The only way it's a scary division is if Aaron Rodgers comes to Washington. Then you got problems. Okay.
Because I think as sad as it is to say, Dallas is going to be a little bit better. The Redskins, if Fitzpatrick get hot at the right time, we're in trouble. But the only team I'm not worried about, and I know a lot of people in your chat going to hate me for this, the Giants stink. Daniel Jones cannot hold on to the ball. He sucks. So as long as you got him, you ain't going nowhere. I'm not worried about them. You got an aging running back who's coming off a severe knee injury. Like I'm not worried about if you got, and Kadarius Toney is going to be one of them players who was flashy in college and can't constitute or perpetrate it over into the NFL. I don't think he's going to be good at all.
Yeah.
Why do you think he was late second? Why he's like a middle second round? And they didn't even reach for him. They jumped off the bridge for him. I don't understand how they drafted somebody so high and they're going to pay for it.
Right.
So I think our receivers are over. Like we got too many. We got too many running backs. I think Jordan Howard and Boston Scott get cut. I think Greg Ward and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside get cut.
Wait, you said Barkley was aging?
Yeah, he's in it. Ain't he like 31 now?
He's 24 years old.
Saquon Barkley's only 24?
24, 25. Maybe at most.
I thought he was like 31 years old. Damn, where
he's been there. He's been there. No, the problem with Barkley is he's coming back from ACL. Only one player I've ever seen come back from an ACL first year.
Adrian
Peterson. That was it.
And it's going to take him like 2 years to get back to normal. All the time with an ACL. That's why I think Rodney McLeod isn't going to be ready, like not be that good this year neither.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think all I'm saying is this. So this is what I was trying to tell Philly Mike, because Philly Fresh, we was on Notions, chat or whatever, and he brought me on, and Philly Fresh got mad because he was like, "We not winning no more than 7 or 8 games," and I was like, "Look, man, I'm telling you, we win in the division and we're gonna win like 11 games."
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said Jalen Hurts is gonna have a big year. He said, "What you talking?" I said, "I see him with like 35 to 38 100 yards passing and about 35 to 38 touchdowns." He's like, "No way." I was like, "And he's only gonna have 9 interceptions." And I said, "This is all you got to pay attention to." Carson Wentz stunk in his first year. It's that second year where the quarterback has that flash year. This is his year. We gave him a good receiver. He's got a really good receiver now that he played with before. He knows his tendencies. He knows how he runs his routes. We got Miles Sanders, who was brutally underused last year by Doug Peterson, like 3 carries in the Seattle game, 9 carries in the other game against Buffalo, I think. Mm-hmm. So if you think about it, he's rested because he barely ran it all last year. Even though he was injured, he got a whole lot of tread on. So we got a really good running back who's fast. Now we got 2 other running backs that we just signed, one draft and one signed, that can complement him. We got Rager, who we could put in the slot. But here's my projection on this. And the only reason he gets to play is because he's a first-round pick. I think Quez Watkins is better than Rager. If it was up to me, this would be my starting receivers. It would be Devontae Smith, Travis Fulgham, Quez Watkins, and then I would have Watkins in the slot. Yeah. And if we ran 4 wide receivers, that's when I will put Rager in there or Hightower. But
we better hope Rager is not. Watkins isn't better. Rager was a first-round pick. He's got to produce. You know what I mean?
I don't think so, man. I'm not. The thing that it isn't the talent that he doesn't have. It's the heart. I don't feel like he got heart, and you got to have that to be in Philly. That's why that dude Grimes, look, you got to think about it. Every year we get one undrafted free agent in Philly, and you be like, where the hell this guy come from? Oh my God, we do better on. I'm telling you, he's that guy. He might end up beating out a couple of them and end up being a starter, man. But we don't have. So real quick though, nobody knows what kind of offense is running. You don't. You have an idea, but you really don't know. You don't know what our defense is going to look like. You don't know if they're going to use a lot of linebackers, a lot of nickels, or if they're going to blitz a lot, right? So just put it to you this way. Look at my perception, right? You know how, say, Dak Prescott gets hurt third game of the season, right? They bring in not Ben DiNucci, but they actually bring in somebody who's actually was good that was drafted. Mm-hmm. Usually what happens, they win 2 or 3 games straight. They look really, really good until the teams catch up to them, right? Well, we're going into the season with a big advantage. Nobody knows shit about us. They don't know our coaches. They know, oh, he played in Indianapolis. But how do you know that's exactly what he's going to do? How do you know this guy? Right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're going to have an advantage the first few weeks because people are going to have no tape on what you're doing. I totally agree with that. And if you got the right lineup and you got the right schedule, you could get off to a good start. That's why I'm saying the Eagles will compete for this division. I think between 7 to 10 wins at most. No, I don't think 11 or 12.
We're gonna win. We're gonna probably go 3-1 or 4-1 in the beginning because they're not going to be. Once we're gonna get rolling. So if me and you go to a top of a hill and you run down the hill and I roll down the hill, I'm gonna get down there faster. But if I push you down the hill and I get you a bigger start, you're gonna get there faster. So we're already gonna be like rolling. Everybody's gonna start gelling, and then that's when everything's gonna come together. Especially because I think they're gonna get Stephon Gilmore. And if they get Stephon Gilmore, I don't care. Nobody say our defense is going to be crazy because we got our front four, which is really good. Then Slay and Gilmore are going to cut down.
Why do you think they're going to get Gilmore?
Because I believe that's that sneaky shit that Howie's going to do. That stuff that you would never suspect. I don't think he wants Steven Nelson because Steven Nelson isn't a big enough team. So at the end, he's going to look at it like, I made a big splash on defense, and I made a big splash on offense. I got you Devontae Smith. I got you the Harris, and I got you the safety, and I got you Stephon Gilmore. Now you got Slay, you got Hargrave, you got Cox. You know what I'm saying, bro? If they gel together, our defense is going to be ridiculous.
Everybody's saying you're very, 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 very optimistic, my man.
It ain't optimistic. It's telling the truth now. When it's 5 games into the season, Philly, and we're like 4-1 or 5-0, you're gonna be. I'm coming right on your page, and I'm talking hella shit because I'm telling you, you gotta just look at what's going on. I will let
you. If the Eagles start off 4-1, I'll give you a 5-minute segment. I won't say nothing. It'll be all you, and you could just come on once a week, and you could rant. How about that?
Hey, Philly, that sounds good, but remember this: we're like the Titanic. Something's coming that nobody expected. I'm just telling. They keep talking about we're trash, we're no good. Oh, one more thing before I go, though, right? So if you think about it, the thing that makes us different between the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Redskins is the players on our team. A lot of them need new contracts. Miles Sanders, he needs a new contract. Zach Ertz, he wants a new contract. And some of these undrafted free agents, rookie free agents, they want to come and play. So all of them have chips on their shoulder. Devontae Smith, oh, you're too small. You can't play. You want a Heisman because Jalen Waddle got hurt. All these players that got chips on their shoulders are going to play even harder than they normally would. So that's why I think this is going to be a big year. Jalen Hurts, oh, you suck. The only reason you got to play because Carson Wentz was horrible and we got rid of him. You know what I mean? Like, you got to look at all the.
They're calling us Fat Joe and Big Pun.
Hey, Philly, you don't agree with me on that, though?
No, I do. To a certain point, I do agree with you. Yeah, I totally do. I just, 11 or 12 wins, that's hard to imagine for me. But I do think that you're right.
We're going to beat the Giants twice. Look, we're going to beat the Giants twice. We're going to beat the Redskins at least once. I'm thinking we should be able to beat them twice because they were horrible the last game of the season, and they shouldn't even went to the playoffs if it wasn't for us. Right. We're going to split with the Cowboys, so that's 4 games already. So you're going to tell me out of these other games we got the Saints, who don't have Drew Brees no more, we're going to beat them. The game that I want to see the most, I want to see how good we stand up, is Tampa Bay. Because we play Tampa Bay, we play Kansas City, we might lose to Kansas City, but I think if we could beat Tampa Bay, we can make a statement. I think that's our statement game right there.
Well, look, man, we will see, my man. I got a lot of people waiting to get in, so I'm gonna let you
All right, go ahead, Philly.
All right, but we'll see. We'll do this. We'll be talking again.
All right, no doubt, man.
All right, my man. Peace. Eagles champ, what's up? I got to see your face, though, man. There you go. What's going on?
Can you hear me now?
Now I hear you. What's happening?
Hey, man, I'm excited for this team. Hopefully the umbrella man is gone, bro. I'm gonna be so happy when this dude, I'm gonna throw a party. It's gonna be better than Nelson Aguilar when he's gone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's some things I want to talk about. Nick Sirianni, I think that Nick Sirianni is going to be a very, very underrated head coach. I think he's going to be a rookie, the coach of the rookie of the year. I mean,
rookie of the year coach. All right.
Rookie of the year coach.
Okay.
I think this guy is going to be better than Doug Peterson ever was in his entire career. I don't care about that Super Bowl. That Super Bowl to me was a fluke. And I think Nick Sirianni's Nick Wright is the reason why they won it. But I want to talk about what this draft is. You know, when you look at it first, I was so upset when we drafted Dickerson. I was making fire Howie Roseman fans. And you know I hate Howie Roseman. You look at my channel, it's anti-Howie Roseman. I hate that sleaze bucket with a passion. Okay? I hate him with a passion. But he had a pretty good draft. You know what I'm saying? You know, bringing Kerryon Johnson, I think it means that they more than Jordan Howard. I think it puts pressure on Miles Sanders too, and because Miles Sanders, you know, with the fumbling issues and all that stuff, I think it put pressure on them too, because I think Miles Sanders doesn't he have a contract extension this year?
I don't know if it's after this year or after. Yeah, I think it's after this year.
Okay, so if he doesn't produce, you know, the Treadwell pick was very interesting, but the Kerryon Johnson to me is more than just Jordan Howard. I think they put pressure on Miles Sanders because Miles Sanders hasn't been that guy like that could, you know, keep the ball in his hands. And Nick Sirianni believes in keeping the ball in your hands.
I honestly, be honest with you, if you give Miles Sanders enough touches, he is one of the top 5 running backs.
Oh yeah, definitely. Listen,
they don't give him enough. They didn't use him right.
When we drafted Miles Sanders, I was so happy. I literally flipped out of my bed and did jumper jacks. Like I was so happy. Right. Like I was naked. I was everything like that. I didn't give a damn. When we got Miles Sanders, was the best thing ever. Pause. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I just think this team is very very, you know, this team is bringing players that like for competition, and I think no one's safe. You know, now I would love to bring in cornerback because to me that Zach Wilson was not my guy. I wanted Kerry Vincent Jr. out of LSU. He goes to Denver. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I wanted Kerry Vincent Jr. because Kerry Vincent Jr. was still on that board when we were drafting. He was still on that board. We could have taken him. We could have taken Zach Wilson too. So it wasn't like – no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Zach. What was the cornerback we drafted? McPherson?
Right. Zeke McPherson?
Not Zach Wilson. Zeke McPherson, whatever you want to call him. But, Zach McPherson. I wanted Kerry Vincent Jr., you know, but it is what it is. I think Zach McPherson has some versatility to his game, but I don't know about that pick. That pick, not my favorite. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I think Jacoby Stevens was a great pick, and I think Jacoby Stevens is going to be a monster. You know, he reminds me when he hits, he reminds me so much of Cam Chancellor, Brian Dawkins. Like he might be that Brian Dawkins type guy that maybe Kayvon Wallace wasn't, but he might be that guy because when he lays on, if you ever see him hit someone like the way he does, it's crazy. Right. So, you know, I think this team is very underrated. You know, I've been making YouTube videos talking about how this team is very, very disrespected this year. You know, a lot of people say the Cowboys. First of all, the Giants don't want to play this week 1. Okay, They need to play the Redskins or the Cowboys because they stink. Okay, they don't deserve to play the Eagles. To me, I don't think they deserve to be in the NFC East. You know what I'm saying? We should get more competition in the NFC East and kick the Giants right out the NFC East and move them to the NFC West or somewhere where they go because they deserve that. Yeah, because Dave Gettleman, the same dude who traded Odell Beckham Jr. for a safety. I mean, you don't gotta talk about Dave Gettleman. He stinks too. He's gonna be fired after the next year. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be gone.
We will see, my man. We will see. I'm gonna let you go. I got a lot of people calling in, so I'm gonna let you go.
Hey, I just want to say, keep up the good work, man. And I love your channel, man.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Take care. All right. So, yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see how these fans see it. Joseph Everett Super Chat, he says, my man said he had no clothes on. He didn't give a damn. So we, Fat Joe or Big Pun, we going to get Gilmore. I would give up a fourth for him and Ertz if need be. I don't want to give up the draft pick. You know what I mean? I don't want to give up the draft pick. But thank you for the super chat, my man. All right, let's go to the next guy here. Bad Blood 226. You're up. What's happening?
What's going on, man?
What's going on with you?
So why don't you want to give up a fourth for Gilmore?
I want to keep all my picks. Gilmore's what, 30 years old, 31 years old. So by the time I'm a Super Bowl contender again, he's 33, 34 years old. If I have to give up one of those draft picks, I almost rather keep it. Now, if you're going to make the argument to how he picks bad, so why not give it away? Then I don't disagree.
No, I'm saying that he just made. I think he made Defensive Player of the Year, not this year, but last year.
Right.
So I love.
He's a great player.
Yeah,
great player. Yeah. But the thing is you have to look at it from the perspective of, is this team a Super Bowl contender if you get them? Are they now a Super Bowl contender?
I feel like that's kind of the missing piece because we got Eric Wilson and he's going to be a stud at linebacker. So I feel like him with Anthony Harris, I think that the main piece we're missing is corner. So
No, go ahead.
Well, see, in the draft, I wanted Asante Samuel, but I think that Brandon Burks was out before the season started, right? So let's say week 2, Samula or something like that goes down. You got Land Dickerson goes in. He played almost every position on the line.
Yeah.
So I think he could be a great player. I was mad at first, but now I'm thinking I think most Eagles fans should feel that way. He's a good pickup.
Yeah. Look, the guy's, if he plays, he's a stud. It's just a matter of, can he stay healthy? I guess my point is I wasn't looking at Gilmore as like the guy who makes us a Super Bowl contender, because I thought we still have a lot of holes. We have holes at safety. I think linebackers, even though Wilson's good for 1 year, I still think we have holes there. I'm not sure what to think about Derek Barnett. And then you look at the offensive line, I still think it could use interior help with Seumalo. I'm not a big Seumalo guy. And then we really don't know with Hurts. But if you think he's the missing piece, then yeah, I would agree. Go for it.
I think that this team's success all really depends if Hurts plays well. I think that this team's a maybe 8-8, 9-7 playoff team. I can see that happening. Yeah. It all depends if Hurts plays well, because the last year, I mean, could you think of a better rookie start coming against the number 1 defense at the time and winning on the road?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. No doubt about it. But it's gonna be an interesting year, man. And so you like the draft overall, though.
I did like that we went defensive line. I think some rotational people was needed. Yeah, I like Jacoby Stevens out of LSU, and who doesn't like Devontae Smith?
Yeah, that was the greatest pick ever. No doubt about it. No doubt. How do you like the Kerryon Johnson pickup?
I don't see Miles Sanders. I think if Miles Sanders gets the carries that Sirianni's talking about, he's going to be a top 5, top 10 running back. There's no doubt in my mind. So I feel like rotational people isn't necessary. We already drafted a running back, and we have Boston Scott. So I think one more player would be good. So maybe we release Clement or something like that. But yeah.
Well, also, man, I appreciate you calling in. I got a lot of people to get to. I'm gonna let you go.
No problem. Big fan of the show, man. Have a great day.
Thank you, man. Sorry if you had to wait a long time. I really apologize.
All right, no problem.
All right,
that's all right. No problem, man.
Take care. Bye. All right, John Gill, thank you for the super chat. He says roster is shaping up, all going to come down to Hurts. That is the key of keys. Hurts is the key, no question about it. H Stock says in our division, get Gilmore, and we're playing in January. Period. So a lot of people seem to think that if you get Gilmore, all of a sudden you're contending for Super Bowl. I still think you're pieces away, but you know what I mean. Maybe I'm wrong. If you go after Gilmore, it has to be more than 1 year because that's what he wants. But I'm cool with that too because next year we good on the captain. See, and that's my problem, Anthony, is that he's 30. He'll be 31 years old in September. So in September, 31 years old, and then boom, you know what I mean? By the time you're really competing again, he's too old. So we'll see. All right, we're gonna go to the next guy. I have Cool Eagle. He is up on deck. I hope you're ready, my man. What is happening with you? How are you?
Hey, how you doing, Philly 5, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Trying to show everything you do, man.
Thank you, man. Oh, thank you, man. That's nice of you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. So what are you thinking, man? What do you think about the Birds getting Kerryon Johnson?
I think from what Eagles champs one was saying, like I think he was pretty spot on with that because like this does put pressure on a lot of the running backs that we have in the running back room. Like Miles Sanders with his fumbling problem that did show up in spurts in the season. Like I think he had like 3 total fumbles with 2 lost and like very like some critical situations like that Browns game on the goal line. I think the Eagles are definitely going to put pressure on him. And then the fact that you need somebody like for that running back 2 or 3 spot, and like it kind of sucks for Boston Scott because like a lot of people like don't really like give him the credit for how really electric he is and what he actually brings to like the running back room. But it's the business. So but I like it because it definitely brings more competition. So it fits what Nick Sirianni was trying to do.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I totally get it. How did you like the draft?
The draft, man, I really wanted Micah Parsons at 12, but I guess you got to get somebody. So I mean, like Devonta Smith was definitely a good pick. I don't think the Eagles have ever drafted like that kind of caliber at wide receiver. Like I guess you can argue like Jeremy Maclin because he was a wide receiver, have 1,000 yards, but. Or Deshaun Jackson, either way. But
and Deshaun was a 2nd round pick too. So like I think the 2nd round pick was necessary because like Kelsey is going into his 10th year, even though you really don't see him slowing down that much. But I guess it's as an insurance policy, in case something does happen to him or like he does actually end up retiring like that next year. So I guess. Like, and then it goes with the whole mantra of like building around Jalen Hurts. Like you're getting him people that he's really like, has, like some kind of chemistry with already, so like getting his center and getting his wide receiver, I definitely I think it fits what the organization was trying to do. Right.
And as far as everything else, like that dude from Milton Williams out of Tech in Louisiana, I think that was an okay pick because you got to keep like the bread and butter, like greased up because you gotta like make sure those trenches are, like does have the talent needed to have rotational pieces like Josh Sweat, who I'm curious to see in it going into his 2nd year. Right. So, if you ask me to grade of this draft, I guess to give it like a like a solid B-, maybe low A.
Oh, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I love the Devontae Smith pick. The Dickerson pick, I like it. Just a little worried about the health. I think he's the key to make it. If he's healthy and can play, then I think this draft's like an A+. I really do.
Oh yeah, man. But the Eagles won a Super Bowl with a guy with a questionable injury history, and it worked out fine.
It's worked out before.
Like he plays for the Colts now, but like just to say that like I would give like Landon Dickerson like the same chance that we gave Carson Wentz, like just because we know injury histories, like always a tricky thing, like sometimes it could transition into someone's pro career and then sometimes it be like an anomaly in their college career. So Yeah, so like I'm definitely happy with the second pick, even though I still think that we should have got a DB that could go opposite of Darius Slay. I know a lot of people like, like Zach McPherson, like and Trayvon Grimes, but just the fact that you invested in the second round where the talent was still pretty much there.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. I appreciate you calling me, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Philly, for having me on. Thank you.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna let you go. I got a bunch of people trying to get in here. But thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. All right. So, yeah, I mean, look, I think Dickerson is the key to that pick. No question about it. So here you go. Jeff says trade Ertz and Whiteside for Gilmore. I don't think anybody wants Whiteside though. That's the whole thing. I see we got a Redskin on HTTR Kelbo. You have a I hope you're okay coming on stream, my man, because there you go. All right, so what's up, my man? How are you?
What's going on?
So you're a Washington fan, huh?
For life. Team with no name. What the hell are you guys giving yourselves a name? Honestly, at this point, I don't even see us having a name no time soon.
You guys have no name. So what are your thoughts, man? What are you thinking about this division?
Honestly, I feel like it's going to come up to Dallas and us at the end of the day. I feel like right now, Giants, don't get me wrong, Giants are good, but they tend to blow everything. They have a good couple of weeks, but the next week they tend to blow it. For you guys, honestly, I see you guys having something, but I guess it's just too early right now. You're rebuilding your team. I don't think you'll win NFC.
Okay.
You're rebuilding. Okay. Don't get me wrong. You have young players, but you just don't got the right pieces yet.
Right. And you think you guys have all the right pieces?
I believe we do.
What about your quarterback?
Honestly, I feel like it's going to come down June 1st. Send 2 first round, 2 second round, and Patrick to Wisconsin. We're going to send that pick all the way over there.
Well, if you get Aaron Rodgers, I think you guys are the second best team in the conference besides Tampa. I mean, because I think you have a great defense. You have talent on offense, but you just miss a quarter. You need a quarterback. I don't think Fitzpatrick's that guy for you guys.
I don't either. And I feel like that's what killed us. I feel like Ron Rivera was rushing it. I guess he had no options at the time. Could you think about it? Right. I remember that time where I feel like, what was it? There were so many quarterbacks coming from left to right, getting traded and this and that. Yeah. And I feel like Ron Rivera, all these windows were closing up on him. He had no other choice but to get Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the right time where Ron Rivera feels like he has the players. We have receivers. We have young receivers that are heck of the players. We have a heck of defense. I mean, the defense, we don't have to talk about that. It's just the quarterback position, and that's where I feel like we're getting Aaron Rodgers. And the reason why is because I feel like as much as we've been through for 30 years now, and basically for 30 years now, we've been fighting for the NFC champs, and we only won 3 times.
Right.
It means something. So I feel like it's time for us to get a good player, but also a veteran, in which is Aaron Rodgers.
Now, are you in the DC area? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right, so you guys, they're all talking. Like, is the sense that they're going to take a shot for Rodgers? I mean, are people talking that out there?
I believe everyone wants Aaron Rodgers, but I've been hearing that we're waiting till next year to get that quarterback from what's his name? From I forgot to call it.
Houston.
Huh?
Houston.
No.
Deshaun Watson.
No. It's Cincy. I forgot. I can't top of my head. I heard he's a good quarterback, and but if Aaron Rodgers comes, I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, if Aaron Rodgers comes, you guys are scary. That to me, that makes you guys a legitimate threat to win it all.
Yeah,
because you got a defense, you got some players on offense, and you just need a quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just at this point in the beginning, obviously you were saying, Taylor Heineke and this and that, but I don't know. I mean, that's the whole point of the training camp, OTAs and all that. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I believe in Ron Rivera. I believe he'll do his best. But
he's a good coach. Are you gonna get us week 1? Are we gonna play each other week 1 again?
Nah, I feel like we're gonna get Cowboys week 1. I feel like.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You guys get Cowboys, we get Giants. That's what I would like to see.
But who do you think will win the NFC champ?
I think it's wide open. I would say that I think you guys are the favorites because I think you're offensively and defensively you're really good. I just worry about your quarterback. But I do think it's wide open. I don't think the Giants are that good. I think Dallas defense still stinks. You guys don't have a quarterback. And, there's a lot of questions with us. I think it's wide open. I think anybody could win it. But I think you guys I think it's fair to make you the favorites right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
But we'll have to see, man. It'll be interesting. No doubt about it.
Now we get fans back in the stadium.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
That's another boost.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it, man. All right, buddy. Take care.
You too.
All right. So yeah, Washington fans, they think they're getting Aaron Rodgers. That would be scary. Joseph Vega, thank you for the super chat. 8-8 or 9-7. No way Hurts had too much to prove. He won't settle for mediocrity. Smith will have at least 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns. You're old and move around well. I am old and I move around well. That's true. But you're going to 13 touchdowns rookie year. All right, man. We'll see. Let's go to my boy Jolo. You're up, my man. What's happening?
What's going on, LB?
What's up, man? How you?
I mean, not LB. I'm sorry. Man, what's going on, man?
What's going on with you?
Oh, man. Just sitting here relaxing, man.
Yeah, you look like it. You're chilling. So what are your thoughts, man? What do you think about this team, man?
Man, it's a lot of question marks everywhere, man. A lot of question marks. This last pickup, I like it because it's bringing a lot of competition. And competition makes the beast out of everybody. Absolutely. But I would have rather claimed a cornerback, though. That's one thing we need to address.
Yeah. Corner, what would you like to do at corner? Would you like to go for Gilmore?
Oh, I definitely would love to go for Gilmore, but I like Nelson.
Nelson. Well, he's cheaper, much cheaper. I also think Kerryon Conley, like he's kind of young. I wouldn't mind the Eagles taking a chance on him either. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Nelson already know the area. I mean, he played for Pittsburgh, which ain't that far from Philly. So, I mean, he would fit right in. He's young. I mean, we need somebody on the other end with Slay, though. We definitely need somebody on the other end with Slay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no question about it. The question is, will they do it? You know what I mean? What did you think overall about the draft?
At first, that first round, I was really hyped. I was kicking everything. I was cutting up. And after a while, I was mad. And then I sat down and looked at every pick one by one, looked up their highlights. Man, I always snuck one past us this time.
Yeah. He did. He did. But I mean, hopefully this center, this Dickerson guy, hopefully he pans out. Because I think if he's healthy, I think he's going to be a stud. You know what I mean?
I mean, he is a beast. He mean. He nasty. When I seen this guy, he was just pushing this guy all the way over to the sideline, just mauling him.
Right.
We need that. Him and Milana. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Him and Milana gonna be trouble.
Oh yeah. They could be brutal. No question about it. And how do you feel about us getting Kerryon Johnson today, picking him up?
I mean, just like I said before, like it's gonna create a lot of competition that we already packed up in the running back position.
Right.
I mean, it's gonna make Jordan Howard want to do better. It's gonna make everybody except for we already know our starter is he ain't got really too much got to worry. But everybody else under him, it's gonna make them want to beat out that next man because if they keep bringing in more talent. Oh, he knocking me off? No, I'm not having that.
Right.
But I feel like it's gonna knock out Boston Scott. He's small. He's really small. And that Gaineswell pick, that just changed with that pick. I swear, he's probably out of everybody other than Sanders has got a spot.
Yeah,
that was a great pickup.
I agree. I think Boston Scott is in trouble. You know what I mean? No question about it. Because I think Gainwell could do everything he can, but maybe even better. You know what I mean?
yeah, that kid fast. It's hard to bring him down for his size, and he's tough. He's tough. Not saying Boston Scott not tough, because like without him we couldn't have beat the Giants that first game. But
absolutely, I agree.
That Gainwell is tough. He tough.
Yeah,
really,
I like it. I thought that was my favorite. That was my favorite pick, day 3. That was my favorite pick. You know, I love that pick. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with these running backs for sure. You know,
if Howie can pull off getting Gilmore, man, if we can sure up that secondary man, because I think that guy from Minnesota safety, I wanted the safety from TCU. I wanted him.
Yeah, he was sitting there at 37. Could have had him.
We was looking him right there. We was looking him right there in the face.
I know.
But how we made up with the linebacker from LSU, he made up. But
I agree.
If we can get Gilmore, and then put old boy back in the slot, my God, it's gonna be trouble with that secondary.
Absolutely, totally agree with you, my man. I totally agree with you. But listen, man, thanks for calling, man. I appreciate it. I have a lot of people trying to call, but it's good to hear from you. So thanks, buddy.
Oh yeah.
All right, my man.
No problem. You watch out for that cat. You watch out for that cat coming to your back door.
You see that thing's huge. It's huge. It's probably getting me some children or something. It brings me gifts. It's things crazy. I'm watching out for it though. But thank you, boy. All right, buddy.
All right,
I appreciate it.
Take
care. All right. Yeah. Bye. All right. Yeah, man. He's awesome. Great supporter. No doubt about it. All right, Kivo, you up? You ready? Kivo, you around?
Yeah, what's good?
What's up, my man? How are you? What's happening? What's going down?
You're a Washington fan on here, man. You know that's where I'm at. So.
A Washington fan. All right. Yeah. When you guys going to get a name?
I'm not a Washington fan. I'm Philly. I said.
I thought you said you were a Washington fan.
No, that's where I stay at.
Mm-mm.
I hear it all day. All day.
Oh, yeah. They think they're getting Aaron Rodgers.
I know. I mean, they could. They should. I don't see Rivera making that move. So.
Look. I honestly, if they got him, I think they'd be really tough. That would be scary.
You know, football.
I
mean, you can't hate on them. You gotta keep it 100 until they do something. Though, But
absolutely.
And one of our content creators going to tap into this new offensive scheme Sirianni running with these receivers choosing their own routes and stuff like that.
Do the receivers choosing their own routes?
Basically, like instead of the quarterback throwing it to a spot, whatever, the receiver can reroute himself, and the quarterback has to adjust the receiver instead of being.
I honestly, I didn't hear that, so I have to go look into it.
Adam Kaplan and the other guy tapped into it. Was talking about it.
I wonder how that works though with the quarterback, like because if the quarterback doesn't, how are they going to know where to go?
It's all about time. You got to recognize coverage, and with what's his name? When Avant saying that brain steady on Hurts, I think he's gonna be able to adapt real fast. So,
yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be scary with that new scheme. People.
Yeah. How'd you like the Devontae Smith pickup?
I mean, I was good. I thought we was gonna take defense all day, but
yeah,
I mean, he was the best pick other than Horn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, dude, I didn't think Horn was gonna go where he did. I mean, he went so early, and then Surtain. I think it screwed everything up, kind of.
So we was gonna trade up to Denver. I almost put money on it. I was gonna bet it was gonna trade up to Denver.
Yeah. I hear you. What'd you think of getting Kerryon Johnson?
That's overkill. Like, I mean, I get the competition, but I'm pretty sure it was other free agents out there we could have scooped up at enough position. But I mean, it's gonna make the running back. That mean that the best players gonna be in the running back room. So whoever don't make it, that mean they ain't won it.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like he's gonna use the backs a lot more. So that's a plus.
Yeah.
That's what I hated Doug for. One thing, he never ran the ball. That was like
he never ran the ball. I mean, you look at a guy like Miles, man. He would just stop giving him the ball in the second half.
Miles is a top 5 back with his ability, straight up.
Yep, I agree.
You can see with his production off Bucks. He already averaging like 5 yards of carry down. Like, come on now.
Yeah, nope, I totally agree.
Robin is not playing that much. So,
yeah. So would you like to see them go get like a corner? You think they should go out?
Everybody talking about Gilmore. I'm cool with that, but I already know like I'm with the tight end thing with the Patriots. They're not gonna take Ertz because Ertz want too much money for one, and two, they just paid them dudes. So like, why would we're not gonna be able to get it with that? So.
No, I mean, my whole point with that is that if New England's going all in and they're paying guys, I think Ertz is better than both those tight ends.
I mean, technically, yeah.
So yeah. Oh, they have promise, and they're young. Henry gets hurt a lot though, but I guess I don't want. I just don't want to give up young assets to get a 31-year-old corner.
I don't either. I think it's somebody sneaking. You know how we making calls all day, every day. It's gonna be somebody that's not on the radar that we gonna sneak up and snatch somebody up. It's gonna be like
absolutely
type of stuff. So
I agree. I agree. I wouldn't mind Gary and Connolly though. I'd take a flyer on him, huh?
Well, who you pay for?
Remember he got drafted first round pick from the Raiders. I think he's cut now. I don't know where he's at. I think he's free agent.
You got too much bad luck taking them Raiders.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. No doubt about it. So you think the Eagles compete for a division this year?
We can. It all depends on how our defense hold up. If our defense hold up just a little bit, but I think our offense is going to surprise a lot of people.
Right.
And Washington got all that talent, but I think Fitztragic will pop out of nowhere and mess it all up for them.
Yeah. No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, listen, man, thanks for calling. I got a lot of people trying to get on. I appreciate it. It was good to talk to you, my man. So all right, buddy. You take care. All right, buddy. Bye. All right. So yeah, I mean, look, people want a corner. We need to get a corner. No doubt about it. Let's see where we are here. I hope we do. Cool pieces. I hope we do get Gilmore. Eagle Slayer says I'd rather have Ramsey or Tre'Davious White. Yeah, me too. Me too. All right, so we got a Giant fan calling in. Let's hear what he has to say. New York Giant fan. NYG, what's up?
What's up, man? How you been, man?
I've been good. How are you?
I'm good, man. First of all, congrats on getting Smith. You guys jumped the Giants out on draft night. I didn't expect it. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted him, but he's gonna be a good piece for Jalen Hurts in the future, and they play together, so they already have that chemistry.
Right.
I think during the season, I think the Eagles are right now. I think if I'm being completely unbiased, I think you guys are a 7-9 win team. I think you guys have the 3 first-round picks next year, obviously. So I think next year you guys are going to be a 10-11 win team, putting all bias aside, because I think you guys are really building for the future. With that Landon pick in the second round, that told me that you guys really do value the offensive line, and that's something the Giants fans wanted for an eternity. We wanted that value, and that's basically. I'm assuming they did it because Jason Kelce is 34, and they're probably assuming he's going to retire soon. Right. So that would be his replacement. So I think you guys are definitely building a really good offense, And I think defensively, being that you guys have a lot of cap space for the upcoming offseason, I think you guys are going to be able to add a lot of pieces to that secondary. And if you guys do trade for Gilmore, I think that's going to obviously elevate that play a lot, because it's going to take a little bit more pressure off Slay. It's going to take a lot more pressure off of your safeties. It's going to elevate your defense a lot.
I don't think they will though, but yeah.
I hope they don't. I hope they don't. I don't want them to get Gilmore. But I do think you guys do have a bright future. And even though the NFC East last year was terrible, I think the NFC East is going to be really good. Not really good, but I think it's going to be a pretty competitive division as of next year, because you look at the Giants, 2 first-round picks next year, a lot of draft capital. Eagles, 3 first-round picks, a lot of cap space. Washington, already a really good defense, only QB away from being actually competitive. And then Dallas, I'm not really sure what their situation is, but I'm sure they're probably going to cut a few players that are making a lot of money, which will, obviously create a lot of cap space for them to use in free agency. So it all depends. But I think this year, if I did have to put money on who's winning the division, I would probably put Washington if Fitzmagic or Fitzpatrick, pans out. But I think Jalen Hurts is going to be really good next year, if I'm being completely honest.
I hope you're right. And what do you think about your Giants? What's the big deal for them?
I think it's just Daniel Jones, and if Barkley could come back and be healthy. But if I'm being honest, the big thing obviously is the offensive line. The defense, statistically, according to NFL and PFF, was ranked top 10 last year. They have a really good cornerback room. They have some good safeties. Their front 7 is pretty decent. I think they could use edge a little bit more, because we don't know if Azeez Ojulari is going to pan out. But if he does, that's going to elevate that defense a little more.
That was a great pick.
Yeah, good value.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, I know. I was surprised he fell, but I think it was an injury concern with his knee that came out, and that's probably what affected his value. But I think, if I'm being honest, I think the Giants, if they have a good offensive line, next year they'll be competitive. I don't see them going to the playoffs this year because, obviously Daniel Jones is a question mark. Barkley, we don't know how healthy he's going to be. And even if Daniel Jones is really good and Barkley pans out, who's blocking? So you know what I mean? So we'll see. But I think being that they added Kadarius Toney, and let's talk about the trade for a second. I think the trade was really good for all three teams. I obviously wanted Smith. I think the Eagles obviously was in the best situation there because they obviously traded up and got their guy. Dallas moved back one spot, got an extra third-round pick, and still got their guy. And the Giants got a future first as well as a fifth for this year, which they traded to go back up into the fourth, and a third-round pick for next year. So I think that obviously worked out for everybody. I would have liked Smith, but I'm not complaining.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got it. You traded back. I thought that was the right move. I was a little surprised you drafted Kadarius Toney there.
I think a lot of people didn't really like that pick, but I think it made sense because I think when you're looking at Kadarius Toney, he adds that dynamic because even if he's not going to be your number one guy, obviously, because Galladay is there, not only can he replace Galladay in the future, hopefully, if he pans out, but I think you can really use an offense. You could make some really creative plays with him because obviously he played running back, he played quarterback in high school, he played wide receiver now, and obviously he has that quick release. He's a quick release type of guy. He's going to get off the line, and he has that downfield speed, so you can scheme around guys like that. And I think when you're looking at the offense, you can really get him involved because I think they're going to put him in the slot. And if I'm being 100% honest with you, he brings something that the wide receiver room doesn't have right now, which is that dynamic ability that no other receiver on this team has. Because Galladay is a big play guy. You throw it up to him. Darius Slayton, he's okay, but I think he's overrated. And Sterling Shepard, he's getting old and he's injury prone. So I think the Kadarius Toney made a lot of sense.
You're a very reasonable Giant fan. I got to give it to you.
Yeah, I try to be. I had a conversation with a guy on Instagram yesterday, and he said that the Eagles are going to the NFC Championship. What's your thoughts on that?
No, I think this is a team that is. I think the Eagles can win between 7 and 10 games. I think they can win. I think they could win a division because it's not. I don't think it's that strong of a division. But I don't think that they're Super Bowl contenders. And I think if you get to the championship game, you're a contender. I don't know that they're there yet. I do think Washington would. If I had a bet, if I was making a bet, I would put my money on Washington. I think. Because really, they're only one quarterback away from being really, really good. So they should be competitive. But, I mean, we'll see. I don't see us as a championship game. Although I would love it. I hope so, But.
Yeah, and as much as this pains me to say, I think you guys are going to the playoffs next year. I know it's a little too early, but I think if you guys draft well next year, because you obviously have 3 first-round picks, we don't know how early or late they're going to be. But, I mean, a first-round pick's a first-round pick nonetheless. So I think you guys are going to – I think you guys – I mean, it's hard to mess up 3 first-round picks if we're being honest. So I think you guys are going to get some really good players with that, and I think you guys are going to probably go to the playoffs next year, depending on what the Giants and everybody else does in free agency, and if Washington gets a quarterback.
We shall see. It's going to be interesting, man. Well, I want to thank you for calling in. I got a few more guys to get to, but I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, I'm also Nations. I'm Nations in the chat, so look out for me. I've been on the channel for a minute. Yeah, okay. a new subscriber. Yeah, I appreciate
you, my man. Thank you, buddy.
All right, peace out,
man. All right, buddy. Bye. All right, yeah, that's a pretty reasonable Giant fan. He was pretty good. JH at 500, so freaking cute. I know, I'm cute. Thank you, buddy. I'll take it. So I got 3 more calls to get to, and then we'll probably just talk a little more or whatever. Green Wingman, Alex Epstein, and JC Eagles Talk. You guys are on deck. Green Wingman. What's up, my man? How are you?
Hey, it's a long time, man. I've been following you for the last couple of years, man. So it's an honor actually to finally talk to the one and only Philly 500. Man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming on. I know it was a long wait, probably, but I apologize for. But how you doing, man? What are your thoughts?
My thoughts over. So I honestly have to admit, with everything that kind of went down at the end of the season, man, I was really down on the Philadelphia Eagles, honestly, as a team, and the whole situation that went down. It's tough, and I don't know if you've been following with the Atlantic and the news they've been covering with the turmoil with the team, because situation again, it's nothing against Hurts. I think Hurts, as a Philadelphia Eagles fan, we want him to do well. We want him to succeed, but it's just the situation that went down, how everything that was cahooted in order to get Carson Wentz out, and eventually the dismay of Peterson. Although granted, I wasn't a big fan of Peterson in terms of how he ran that offense in situations like that. So that being said, moving on from the past, moving on to the draft. I think the draft right now is I have to say I'm a little bit in the middle in the draft. I would kind of give it right now C+ at the moment, just because we don't know anything at the moment. I think the first round, and I say this because it was almost like it was the non-Howie Roseman draft that we've had in a long time, while still managing to be Howie Roseman-like, if that makes any sense.
It's a great way to put it. It's a great way to put it.
It's funny because, over this last couple of months, there's been a lot of talk about analytics. Analytics been dominating the NovaCare complex. And then, honestly, you end up, this is now the second time they end up going, not only getting a very good first rounder in Devontae Smith, who I think is an absolute beast, man, and the way that he commands clean, just glides across the field, commands almost a triple team in certain situations, which you can definitely see them now that defenses might have to play second, has to play now on the top to respect that speed, which now opens a lot of damage for guys like Rager and Fulgham to kind of do their damage. Which I want to give you a question. Who do you think is going to make it in terms of wideouts altogether on this team?
It's a great question. I mean, I think you're going to get Devontae Smith. He's going to make it. Rager's going to make it because they're both first-round picks, so the Eagles aren't going to get rid of them. And then I think when you look at the other guys, I think it's wide open. I mean, I think on the other side you're going to have Fulgham, Watkins, Hightower, Ortega-Whiteside, and there's Grimes. They're all going to be battling for a spot. If I had to guess, I really like Quez Watkins a lot. I like Quez Watkins and Fulgham. And I would say, if I had to say odd men out, I think it's going to be Ortega-Whiteside and Hightower, if I had to guess. Yeah.
It's funny that you said that. I think, honestly, I think the way that it's unfortunately shaped up, I think as much as I like Greg Ward Jr., I think unfortunately, Greg Ward Jr. is just kind of a player right now. I think he does everything well, but it's a situation. He plays a slot great, but that's just a position now that you know that you have Devontae Smith as your true number one. Something we haven't had since Deshaun. Well, we had Jackson here. Young Jackson Prime. That now I feel that it brings Rager into the slot or the X or the Z, and then I think it would be a battle between either J-Jaw, which I fortunately think will get another opportunity under this new coaching staff to see if maybe he can blossom and maybe be a better contributor than he was under Peterson. So I think that's kind of the situation. To keep moving on with the running back situation, I love this pickup, man. I got from Detroit. This is just
Kerryon Johnson.
Kerryon Johnson, I think it's just another boldish move. Again, I think unfortunately that kind of does put people like Scott and I think even maybe Howard on.
I think so too.
Because you're not going to get rid of that fantastic. Well, I think we got the 5th round pick in Memphis. I forgot his name.
They got Huntley and they got Killins.
Yeah. Killins, not Killins. He got drafted this year from Memphis. Fletcher Cox's cousin.
Yeah. Oh, why can't I think of his name right now?
I just
did a whole video on him.
I know.
Kenneth Gainwell.
Gainwell, who looks like a player right now. So I think it kind of puts a lot of situations on the outside on that. I know I'm bouncing around. Going back into the draft, I think the 2nd round pick, I understand the thought process of that pick. Honestly, I think there could have been better. I think there's better utility on there for the 2nd round pick, but I could get it. I know that Jason Kelce, this might be his final year with the Eagles, and I think you want to be able to position yourself into that. The chat saying Gainwell. I definitely see that. But
they'll let you know.
Yeah, they'll let me. Yeah, no, that's us Philadelphia fans. But Yeah, I understand the situation. It's a mixed bag because if he can stay healthy, and because of unfortunately that history, which is just a big issue right now with Philadelphia in terms of the transparency about the situations in terms of the injury and what they like and what they don't like. Right. But I think if he stays healthy, he's going to be a great gamer to put in at center right now, and I think that's going to be a big upgrade once Kelsey leaves.
Yeah, I think you could be right. I there's not much I can disagree with you about. I'm right there with you, man. I think the quickest way for this team to be successful, though, is we got to hope Hurts pans out, that he's the guy. Because if he's the guy, we have those 3 first-round picks next year that we can use in other places instead of trying to trade up and get our quarterback of the future. I think we'll be in a good situation,
I agree with you 100% on that. Jalen Hurts really has to show up, and unfortunately, I really do hope that he pans out because it seems like now that we have the quarterback, it seems like now the front office has kind of gave them great weapons right now. I mean, it doesn't get any better that you have your former play back in Alabama to be able to go to get comfortable in. So Hurts has unfortunately no excuses. If that's fair to say for a guy that's now going to be the man on this team to be successful and to be able to carry it. So, which I feel is a bit unrealistic for Eagle standards right now, but I think that's the situation that we're in at the moment.
Yeah, we're going to find out, my man. Well, listen, I appreciate you calling in. It was good to finally talk to you.
No, it's a pleasure, brother. It's a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me on board.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But it's going to be an interesting year, no doubt about it, man. Hopefully you'll call in again the next time we do one of these.
Oh, you know it, man.
Awesome, man. Thank you, buddy. Take care. All right. So, I mean, look, I hear him. I agree with a lot of what he's saying. Alex Epstein, you're up. What's up? What's happening, my man?
Can you hear me?
Good. I hear you. How are you?
I'm good.
What's up?
What you tell you? I'm in Vegas, so the next time you're in Vegas, we got to link up or something. Go get something to eat or something.
Definitely. I'm thinking of going to that Raiders Eagles game. It just depends on when it is. But if it's somewhere around Thanksgiving or Christmas, I might go.
Yeah, no, I know a lot of people that are going. Yeah, that'd be fun.
But I do go out to Vegas a couple times a year, so I'll definitely let you know, my man.
Nice.
Yeah,
no, I'm excited. I mean, if Jalen Hurts can be our guy, just imagine with 3 first-round picks next year. I mean, not having to take a quarterback. I mean, we're set with that cap space too. I mean, I'm excited.
I am too. What'd you think of the Kerryon Johnson pickup? You like it?
I liked it. I mean, we've been missing a power back since LeGarrette Blount,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
No, I just that the running back room we've got a lot of running backs now, and it'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do with that room.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's going to be fascinating. I think Jordan Howard and Ball Scott could be a little bit of trouble. I think
so too. Especially Jordan Howard. He's getting up there in age. He's slow. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. I can't wait. And you like the Devontae Smith pick, I'm assuming. How did you like the rest of the draft?
I loved it. I think the best part about it is we jumped the Giants to get him. I mean, to see Giants fans lie about them not wanting Devontae Smith is just hilarious.
Oh, it was definitely hilarious.
Yeah.
No question about it. Especially because the whole thing with that whole the first 9 picks, it just seemed like everything was not going our way. So it seemed like we were really screwed,
Yeah.
And then to pull off that trade was just huge for us.
I was kind of happy how it went. It kind of forced Howie to do something.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean, I was afraid they're going to trade up for Kwity Paye. Do not take Kwity Paye. I was going to lose it.
I was going to bet that they were going to take an offensive or defensive lineman because I just know how Howie thinks.
I know. My brother bet $90 at MGM Grand to win 1,000.
No, that's a great bet. I would have done that.
Yeah, that they would take a defensive lineman. It wasn't even Kwity Paye.
Yeah.
So definitely, man.
Yeah.
But listen, man, thanks for calling. It's good to hear from you, and I'll definitely let you know when I'm out there.
Yeah, you follow me on Twitter, so we'll stay in touch.
All right, buddy. Sounds good.
Later.
You have a good one.
You too.
Take care. Bye. All right, so we got one more to get to. JC Eagles Talk, my man. How you doing?
What's
I like
up?
the hat
I'm
and
good,
shirt.
and you?
I'm great, man. It's good to talk to you. What are your thoughts, man? What's happening?
Man, well, hey, check this out. Coming into the draft, I did not anticipate us getting Devontae Smith. So that's number one. So my mom was so set on J.C. Horn or Michael Parsons.
Okay.
But man, once we got Devontae Smith, I lost it. I was at Buffalo Wild Wings. I was going crazy. I was with some Eagles fan. Man, we was going crazy up in there. I love it. I love it. I think that this draft set us up for the future. I've been saying it all along. Like we built within the we draft in the trenches this draft, and then next year with our possible 3 first-round picks and our second and our third, we could go sexy if we want. We could go first-round talent at cornerback. Because Eric Wilson is on a 1-year deal, prove it deal. Harris is on a 1-year deal. So, I mean, we have options. If everything works out this season with Jalen Hurts, we have options on defense, like to have some first-round talent. So, hey, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I mean, I think if Hurts works out and you got 3 first-round picks going next year, you can do so much with that. You know what I mean? I'm thinking you get a corner, you get yourself another, maybe a linebacker, maybe a defensive end. I mean, you could load up, man. So I'm excited. What'd you think of the second-round pick? Because that was the controversial one.
All right. So the second-round pick, I had a week to marinate on it. I saw his videos, his highlights and stuff like that, and he won the award for best center in the nation. So after that, I was like, wow. Like, I know I'm a Philly fan. I've been a Phillies fan for the longest, and we love getting injured people, injured players.
Right.
We've been doing it our whole time. But this one, I think, could really, really be a steal. Like, I gave it a B grade, but it could possibly be an A++. Because he is brutal. Like, he reminds me of the Blindside dude. Like, he ain't no joke. Ain't no linebacker, ain't no defensive line gonna want to go up against him one-on-one.
Right.
They're gonna double team him just to get through. So I love it.
Agree. Yeah, I mean, I think that if that kid plays, he's going to be good. He's going to be a stud. He's just got to stay healthy. That's the whole key to everything, Just stay healthy. If he's healthy, I think if he's healthy, this draft is an A+ draft because I know Devontae Smith is a player. And if this kid's a player too and he's healthy and you got 2 foundational pieces like that, that'd be a hell of a draft, regardless of what everybody else does, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love the wide receiver that we got after the draft. Grimes. Oh man, I did a video on him today, and I possibly think that he could be battling for the number 2 on the depth chart. Because honestly, if you look at it, Devontae Smith could play on the outside, he could play on the other side, and then Jalen Reagor in a slot.
Yeah,
that's nasty.
I know.
He is 6'4", 218. Oh,
I know,
man.
I think he's everything they thought they were getting out of Arcega-Whiteside is him. You know what I mean? Like he's that red zone threat. I can't wait to see him play. I think the whole battle at the wide receiver position is going to be really interesting because there's guys I like Fulgham, I like Quez Watkins. I think Hightower has some talent, and how these guys develop year 2 is going to be very, very interesting. Oh,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I have I think there's only going to be 6 wide receiver. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, he's gone. His mom is coming to pick him up. Like he's he needs to go. like I hear people talking about that we should move him to tight end. No. We should move him outside the stadium.
That's right. Let him sell umbrellas. Yeah, exactly.
Now he got to go.
I mean, to put him in a tight end, he'd have to put on weight. He'd have to learn to block. Can he block defensive linemen? Can he block linebackers? I mean, I don't even want to waste my time. You know, I ain't wasting my time with him. What did you think of the Kerryon Johnson signing?
All right, so let me tell you something. Howard and Boston Scott, they're either going to be on the practice squad or they're going to be cut straight up, because like our running backs right now, Miles Sanders number 1, Gainwell is number 2. He's automatically number 2, and then you bring in a Johnson. That's a 3-headed monster, and you still got a Jalen Hurts. I think we could possibly lead the league in rushing, because So I mean, that's what I look at it. If you can't run the ball, then you're so predictable. But Nick Sirianni, he loves running the ball.
Right.
Like he loved running the ball, especially with Hines, with the coach last year. So he gonna treat Gainwell just like Hines. I guarantee you. And Hines led the coach in rushing, in receiving yards last year.
I know he can catch out of the back. I like it, man. I think it's very interesting. And you know, I kind of was underwhelmed with Boston Scott last year. I mean, I like him, but you know, he disappeared for long periods of time. Played good against the Giants. I didn't like him on special teams. To me, this kid Gainwell does everything Boston Scott could do, but better.
And better,
in my opinion.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And better.
Yeah, he's an upgrade. He's definitely an upgrade.
He is. And then you look at like Jordan Howard. I mean, they had Jordan Howard last year. They brought him back. They had him a few years ago. For whatever reason, they weren't big on him. But Kerryon Johnson, he can be physical, but he's got some pop. He's got some speed, and he's a great pass protector too. So I think, like, I agree, man. I think Howard and Scott they're on notice right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're on notice.
I mean, hey, Boston Scott could return kicks now. So I mean, that's the only way I see him saving his job is if he return kicks. Because I want to put our wide receivers returning kicks, because I don't want to put them in that situation to get hurt. So look, we have so many running backs. Put them as kick returners.
Yeah, there's some fascinating battles. Like the wide receiver battle is going to be interesting. The running back battle is interesting. I even think the linebacking battle is going to be interesting, because you got a lot of young linebackers as well. You know?
Oh yeah.
I
can't wait.
It'll be interesting, man. Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Totally
can't
agree
wait
with
to
you.
see it.
Yeah, me too. But listen, man, thanks for calling in. I appreciate that, man.
All right, brother. Hey, you the GOAT, man. Hey, you the GOAT. I've been watching you forever, man.
I appreciate that.
I love watching you on Sundays, man. When you get the your play-by-play of the game. It'd be amazing. It'd be hilarious, man. All right, brother.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, buddy. You take care. I'll talk to you
later.
All right, bye. All right, man. That was a great call, man. A lot of great callers. Thanks for calling in today. Yeah, I appreciate it. Philly Talk Podcast, thank you so much for Super Chat. He says, 500 demand. JC Wild Wings draft is tough. All right. Thanks for Super Chat, my man. Wild Wings sounds good. Wings. You know what I mean? I see Reed the Booth is here. She is here. What's up? Is it Trump Brunson's here? Is that what I'm seeing? Who's got people all routed up? Yeah, or Lord Chumpson. That's what he calls himself. Man, what are you doing, man? You starting problems? Where's Holy Rock the artist? What's up, man? You should have called in. Where's Holyfield? I think Holyfield's on the verge of getting cut. I think it could be a problem, because Holyfield didn't even get a chance to be called up. I don't know what he's got. I don't know what they're going to do, but I mean, getting Kerryon Johnson doesn't look good for him. That's for sure. No question about it. Let's see here. How many running backs do we need? That's a good question. I mean, I'm thinking 4 to 5, most likely 4. I think you're going to have Miles, then you're going to have Howard. Well, maybe Howard. I think it's going to be between Howard and Kerryon. I think they battle for one position. I think Boston Scott, he loses his job to Gainwell. So I think either Howard or Kerryon is not going to be there. That's just my opinion. So I'm going to say 4. I'll say 4. No doubt about it. Hopefield got to be trashed because he never got any time on the 53-man. But the thing is, Witch King, like, if you look at training camp and practices, man, the defense was going nuts playing him. Like, they were battling. They loved battling him. And everybody was talking that this guy could be something. It just never happened, you know? It's kind of crazy. No doubt about it. Grim Gamer, what's up with you, man? We got over 400 people here. Thank you so much. This kind of turned into a call-in show out of nowhere. I think everybody wanted me to do that. So, you know. Ray, what's up, man? He says, say hello, Ray. Philly, love you. I love you too, Ray. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, Smitty, I think Kerryon's better than Howard. And I don't think they keep Kerryon and Howard. I think they keep one or the other. So it's going to be interesting, you know. Hey, Fletcher, love you too. Thank you. Appreciate it. What is it? You're skipping at time in the stream. Am I skipping? Am I going in and out? I don't know what's going on. It's weird. I'm supposed to have like way better internet, and yeah, I'm having problems. I don't know what's up with that, but I apologize if it went out. Eagles ad man, thank you for super chat. He says, "Yo, 500, I love you." Go Eagles! If I send you my channel, do you mind showing a brother a little love? I just started, but I've got big plans. Yeah, man, send me your channel. I'll look at it. I'll subscribe. And matter of fact, just throw it in the link. Throw it in the link here. And we'll get everybody to come sub you up, my man. Sven. Hey, Dingbat, do you want to tell me Sanders is the number one back? You don't think Miles Sanders is the number one back? What? I don't understand. What do they have to be, over 230 pounds? I know you love Najee Harris, where you were like top 4. How could you say Miles Sanders is not number one? I don't agree with that, man. Phil, you doing any Sixers? We are, man. We are going to do some Sixers. I've been saying it all season. I haven't been able to do it. But I'm working on setting up some schedules so I can at least do certain days that they play. I'm going to try, man. What time is the Zoom meeting for Throne Room members? I think I actually might have to join this one. I gotta see what the poll said. I put a poll up to see what everybody wanted. You know, I forgot when I did that Sunday's Mother's Day. So I just want to make sure everybody can make it. But I'll put a thing in a comment. You better join. I want to see you. I want to talk to you. You definitely should join. Definitely. Yeah. Let's see. Grim says, I've been dying to get old Eagles jersey because I have 2 Kelly Greens. Should I get a Cunningham jersey or a Jerome Brown jersey? Let's see. You've been dying to get old Eagles jersey because I have 2 Kelly Green. Well, dang, that's really hard. I think that's really hard between a Cunningham and Jerome. I just bought myself a Jerome Brown one. They had one and I bought it. But I already had a Cunningham. So, you know, no doubt about it. And let me see something here. Everybody, you know, go check out Eagles Avenue. Check out his channel. He's going to start doing content. Somebody drop that link for him in the comment section. I think Kerryon is going to be a power back we wanted. So you have Miles number 1, Kerryon as a power back, and then Kenny as a running back 3, just as a wild card. Yeah, that's kind of what I think too, Papa. I really think that Kerryon is going to battle Jordan Howard. You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting. Philly 559 says, Reggie White, my guy. Me too. No question about it. I think is that the Eagles Avenue? Is that his link? Let me see if I can pin that. How the hell do I pin crap again? I don't remember. Crap, how do I pin? I can't remember. Let me see. I think I have to do it here. There. I pinned that. So hopefully that's what it is. No question about it. Yeah, our backfield is stacked. Philly 500. Who is your favorite Eagle on the roster? Devontae Smith. He's already my favorite because I wanted him all season. So he's my. No, it's yours. All right. Well, everybody go sub up G-Code. Go sub him up too. Sanders getting those touchdown runs. Yeah, he should. Now, Sanders going to have a big year. He's going to have a big year. Part of the problem with Sanders is they didn't utilize him right. You can't go away from a guy. The guy has 80-something yards in the first half on like 11 carries. Then they don't run him but 3 times in the second half. It makes no sense, you know? It just makes no sense. Jorge, what's up, my man? Hey, Big Play Slate, where did you go? I was going to put you on. You were gone. Andrew, what's up, man? Hey, Pilly, or is it Phil? Did you just spell? Great draft broadcast. Thanks. Last weekend with Joey Shakes. Thank you, buddy. When you going to invite Dave Spadaro to join you? Choir. You want Spadaro to join me? That would be interesting. I like Dave Spadaro, actually. I don't know. I mean, I don't really see myself as that interview type guy, but you never know. You never know. David, what's up? He says, what's up, Philly? Sorry I missed the stream. Just came home from work. Plus, I'm taking Sanders in fantasy. I like it. I like it. You didn't first. You said you put. Yeah. I had to make. I had to make you on camera. It's not against you, buddy. But that's the only way I can protect myself from from trolls. So somebody could put your name up there just because I know you, right? And then all of a sudden, I think it's you and it's not you. So I have to be sure. Do you still support Wentz? I think he bailed on us. Well, I'm an Eagle fan, and I support Eagles. I mean, I don't hate Wentz or wish him any ill will. I think he's a great talent. I think he's going to be good. But I'm an Eagle fan. Him going and winning bothers me because I'm going to say, why did we let him go? You know what I mean? You think our offensive line will be fine against Washington? Yeah. I mean, look, if Lane Johnson's healthy, Brandon Brooks and Kelsey are playing, I think you're going to be fine. I think you're going to be fine. I mean, they're good though. They're going to make their plays. They're good. No question about it. No doubt about it. Joe said, Hurts season. Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. So I'm going to do about 5 more minutes, and then we're going to end it for the day. It's been over 2 hour stream. So I think I'm going to stream tomorrow with Mark Holmes. I think I'm going to have his butt on. So we're going to fight. So look for that tomorrow. And then Throne Room, I think we're going to do a Zoom. And it's going to be a busy day for me. No question about it. The Nest Out West with Philly Foothills. Man, thank you so much for the super chat. You are the man YouTube. You are my YouTube idol. Oh, thank you, buddy. That's really nice of you. Everybody click on Nest Out West with Philly Foothills. Go subscribe to him. Go sub him up. He has a great channel out there. He's growing every day. Make sure you sub him up. So what grade would you give my boy Howie? I give him a B. I think a B. I think a B is fair, Andrew. I think a B is fair because I think he could have been a little better on the second day, but I think, a B. We're going to show out these disrespect the ass. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Check out my channel, Primetime Steve. Everybody, check out Primetime Stephen Joyce. Check his channel. Click the link in the description and go check it out. Oh, JC Eagles Talk, man. Thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. He says, yo, Philly 500, thanks for the chat, man. I appreciate you. I started my own channel because of you, the GOAT. Hook a brother up and give me a shout out. Shout out to JC Eagles Talk, man. Thank you for the super chat. I want everybody to go sub up my man, JC Eagles Talk. Sub him up, sub his new channel up. I'm going to be checking it out. And, I'll definitely be helping him promote his channel. No question about it. But thank you, buddy, so much for super chat. Anything I can do to help you, just let me know. Reach out to me, and I'll do what I can for sure. Thank you, buddy. David, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Man, I would have loved to come on. Plus Smith jersey. Oh, you got your Smith jersey? Did you get it yet? Hey, man, we'll do this again. You come next time. I wasn't planning on doing a call-in show. But I was already set up because I was supposed to stream with Lord Brunson earlier, and I was coming on, and people wanted it, so it was kind of last second thing. So thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Check out Big Play Slay channel. That's right. You're at 82 subs right now. It's because guys like you got me. All right, everybody, check out Big Play Slays too. No question. No question. Can you sing the Bad Dog song with the inclusion of the Smith pick? Interesting. Let's see. How would I do it? Bad Dog is a mad dog, cause he knows the Giants always sting. They trade Odell Beckham, Daniel Jones, he's got the other steal, he's too bad he works for NASA, and we stole Devontae Smith. Thank you. It have to be something like that. Joey and me will be doing our next podcast on Saturday. So we'll be doing a show Saturday night on his channel. It'll be on Joey Shake's channel. Go sub it up. You don't want to miss it. And I look forward, man, Saturday's turn. That's tomorrow. Whew, man. I got a busy day tomorrow. Holy crap. All night long. I'm going to be working. I got to do a conspiracy theory video. I got to finish that up tomorrow. I'm supposed to stream with Mark. I'm doing a throne room. I got a Joey Shake thing. Going to be a long day. You just subbed up, JC Eagles Talk Go Birds. Awesome, man. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I am going to let you go. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Had fun with the call-in show. And with that said, I am going to let you guys go. Eagles get Kerryon Johnson. Great pickup. No question about it. And with that said, take care. Talk to you later. And of course, don't be a dingbat. Peace.